In many ways, The Killers is exactly what you would expect from a David Fincher movie centered on a higher station, a detail-rich procedural about what a hitman is forced to do as his calculated world implodes. And by telling this story of a deadly perfectionist who repeats perhaps like forbid empathy to keep himself centered, Fincher leans into his reputation as a precise, almost obsessive filmmaker. The Killer may be based on a graphic novel by Alexis Matz Nolent, but it feels like Fincher's most personal film to date. Of course, it helps to have a leading man who's proved himself adept at playing soulless monsters before, and there are elements of David from Prometheus in what Michael Fassbender brings to Fincher's nameless protagonist. The Killer opens with a lengthy voiceover scenes as we watch these sessions on a multi-day stakeout in Paris. He keeps an eye on the café below, dips out to McDonald's for protein, and listens to the Smith on repeat. About a dozen songs from the landmark band give the film an incredible soundtrack and add to this deadpan humor. But he generally tries to blend in. Nothing that he picked his discusses as a German tourist became most France's people avoid German tourists. In this character-defining prologue, Fincher and writer Andrew Kevin Walker said the piece, "The nothing is rushed. It's a deliberate peek into the mind of a murderer. Someone who justifies his actions by nothing. How many people are born and die each day? Anything he does is just a drop in a massive bucket." After a few days in Paris, the killer's target finally appears in the penthouse across the street, and then something happens that never has happened to this film's hero. He misses hitting an innocent bystander instead of the intended victim. He immediately knows what this means and races home to the Dominican Republic to find his partner clinging to life. The cleanup crew has already come for both of them. It's here where the killer essentially breaks his own rules. He has stocked strong units in multiple cities, and enough money is foreign accounts to never be seen again. He could run, but the man who has told himself never to improvise and always to keep things from getting personal goes into other direction, trying to burn those who came into house and those who hired them. One can sense Fincher's passion for this project in every film has returns to themselves that have long interested him: obsession, professions, and power. It helps a great deal that he brings along several of his most accomplished collaborations, including cinematographer, editors, and even to handle the score. On a technical level, The Killer hums like few films of its type in recent years, just because of the pedigree of the team behind it. One, since they all have the same professionalism as the notoriously detailed filmmaker, and this is the kind of productions that rewards that sense of detail. It's not a film that should be rough around the edges